Some things are simple. Some things are just natural. Evangelism is a simple and natural thing. No, you say, that's not true at all? Well, let's go back a minute. Even simple things weren't always easy to do. Even simple things require training and practice to become natural. 1 + 1 is pretty simple. That's evangelism. One person sharing his faith with another person. Another person who can be described in many ways. Another person who has needs to be loved and accepted, to be important and to be cared about, to be forgiven and to know himself as a child of God. But back up a minute. You're a person too. You too can be described in all these ways. You're a person with an important plus. In Jesus Christ and his church, you have acceptance and care, forgiveness, and the knowledge that you are a child of God. That's when evangelism begins, when you begin to relate to another person because of who you are as a Christian. And that's really a simple thing. You start with another person who has needs, and you add yourself, someone who cares about that other person and his needs. But you can't care about someone you don't know. Getting to know someone takes effort on your part. Stop and think. Just how many people do you know, really know, on your street? And how about where you work? Do you know more than names? How others think and feel? What their needs are? And how about where you shop? Do you know every clerk or salesperson by name? Where we live and work and do our shopping are 3 simple, natural places where all of us meet people. They are all places where evangelism can happen. But remember, evangelism is a 1 + 1 relationship. You need to find out who your neighbor is, how he feels about things, what his worries are, what his dreams are. As you do, you can share something of who you are, your dreams and worries and concerns, and why you care about him. You can tell about the plus in your life, about what your faith in Christ means to you, what the church means to you. Perhaps the person with whom you need to share the gospel is someone you should deliberately seek out because his lifestyle is quite different from your own, and your paths would not otherwise intersect. Knowing and caring about this person may mean extra effort on your part, facts and history to learn, stereotypes to get rid of, attitudes to change. But there's no substitute for direct personal contact, for learning to know people firsthand and showing that you really care. Perhaps the person you seek out is someone who has already been seeking you, someone who has visited your church, or enrolled a child in your Sunday church school, or indicated in some other way that he's looking to the church for something. When your church asks you to relate to such a person, your task is no different than in the other kinds of evangelism contacts you may have. You need to find out who this person is, what his needs are, and share with him who you are and why you care about him. All of us are the same. We all have the same basic needs and wants. We all are children of God. We all need to know God and his forgiving love in Jesus Christ. But our needs come in many different shapes and sizes. No two of us are exactly alike. The person who really cares about another person shows that he cares by learning to know that person and by seeking to respond to his needs. That means listening, lots of listening. That means telling, too. Telling who you are in Christ and what the church means to you. Simple, isn't it? 1 + 1 is evangelism. But there's more. Identifying needs and showing that you care must be matched by a genuine response to those needs and an opportunity for the person you care about to respond to your witness. If the need you discover is for help in a troubled marriage, can you suggest a place to find help? If the need you discover is for help in understanding the Bible and questions of belief, can you share some of your own insights and understandings and be willing to dig deeper together? If the need you discover is for meaningful activities for youth, can you suggest a way to help? If the need you discover is for help with a social or political concern, can you share some of your own experiences and feelings and suggest some possible ways to get involved or get more information? Everyone has different needs, but you can respond to many different kinds of needs as a concerned Christian. You have a lot to share. You feel the need to worship and to have others worship with you. But someone else may not feel that need as keenly as you do. You are proud of your church building and its fine facilities, but someone else may not think that's very important at all. You may think your pastor is a really great guy, but others may not feel that he means very much to them. Until you bring the two together. Until you match the needs of others with your witness to the gospel. It's called evangelism. And it's really quite simple.